Aloha mai kako. My name is Kumu Hula Rich Pedrina. I reside in Papakolea. That's where my home is now. I'm originally from Kailua. Our halau started in 1993. Our name Halau Hula o Napunaheleonapua means the many expressions of a favorite one. How did I get that name? I got that name through dancing with Kawailu'ula. I used to love watching my hula sisters, and I used to just get memorized by their hula and the way that they moved, how they flow. So Napunahele, meaning the favorite, and Onapua is the one, but in this case, Na, meaning all of them. So really our name honors my hula sisters of Kawailu'ula. My first kumu is Kumu Hula Chinki Mahoi. It was funny because I never really wanted to get into hula. It was nothing that, all my friends are all hula dancers. I never got into it until one day my good friend tells me, hey, let's go check out this place. And I said, okay. So I went. Then that's when I met Kumu Hula Chikimuhoi. He invited me into class and I never left. So I was with him for many years until the beginning of our halau, Napunaheleonapua. After he gave me my rights of teaching through the ha, the breath of your kumu, giving me my blessings. And from then on, I moved on to Uncle Kimo Lama Keolana, where I went through the whole uniki and through all just the ala'a papa and the pahu drums and of teachings of those meles. And then from then, when we finished our uniki after 9 years with Uncle Kimo, he gave us the okay that we could stay or if we wanted to move on. And Uncle George Holokai at that time was teaching kumus of all different. So in his class, he had the kumus of all kumus. And so I was with him for many long years. I took care of him while he was ill, he was going through his thing. And so after that, I wanted my kumu, Chinky wanted me, and it was still close. He wanted me to get back into competition. And so I had to make a decision. And so that's when I asked Uncle George if it was okay to leave his class and go back to Chinky. And that's where I've been ever since. So I went full circle. And, you know, we do a lot together. We still do things together. And so that's where my hula genealogy comes from, is from Uncle Chinky Mohoi to Uncle Kimo Lama and then Uncle George Holokai. You know, back then we didn't have that status of kumu. We just either their name or we'd call them uncle. So that still gives them that status and respect. So that's my hula genealogy. Okay, so my hula studios or where we're located. Originally, our original is Kaneohe, which we still have our classes there, and we have Manoa, the old Paradise Park. But currently, because of the COVID, it's closed, and hopefully when things clear up, we're able to go back there. And I also teach most of my classes at my home in Papakolea, which is the first Hawaiian homeland settlement on the islands. And so they're here, and I also live in Hilo, in Ke'aupuna, a place called Hawaiian Paradise Park. So that's my second home, and that's where I teach there as well. So every week I fly back and forth to Honolulu and Hilo. Then my other home is in Japan. I have students from, our studios are in Narita, Chiba, Osaka, Komogome, but I have students from all over, Sapporo, you name it, all over Japan. And so that's where my three homes are basically. But I have also, we have a home base in Minneapolis. And through that is because of my hula brother who passed away, and I promised him that when he passed that I would take care of his halau. So eventually the halau became mine. And so we've had Minneapolis ever since. And I work with one of my students in Temecula, California. And through this pandemic, this pandemic is where I've really expanded out more to Philadelphia, all over California, Las Vegas, and also in Europe. But Europe's been in and out for Italy, Germany, and London. So now we have branches there, and we're expanding all over Europe. So basically our halau is pretty much global. Okay. Something about myself. You know, whenever we're out in public, there's that persona that we have to carry. so as a Kumu, and what we say, how we act, there's a way that we have to carry ourselves. But, for me personally, I'm a very quiet person. You'll probably never believe it, but yeah. I very selective friends. I don't go out partying. I don't like being in gatherings. I do what I got to do as a Kumu. But when I'm at home, I like to hibernate in my room. I call that my castle because I can just be me. However I want to dress, however I want to act, I can just relax. So just mainly it's relaxing because I'm always in the public. So I like to just be at home. And that's why I love going to Hilo, because I can get in my yard and I can be how I grew up on a farm, planting and taking care of our plants and stuff. So it's just really getting back into nature. That's what I find myself going back to my childhood years of growing up, which I hated before because all it was work. But now, as I've gotten older and mature, I really enjoy that. Another passion of mine is paddling. I love getting in the water. I love, right now, during this pandemic, I'm actually volunteering a place called Pahonu, which is a turtle pond in Waimanalo. So if you hear this and you're in Hawaii, or if you're not in Hawaii, when you come and volunteer, because there's many things that you can do to get back into reviving our history. So that's important. So I like doing that, getting in the water. That really helps me to cleanse. Is every Sundays I gotta go, gotta be, no matter what I'm doing, I have to make time to get in that water, and that's what really helps to relax me. But other than that, I'm very laid back. Yeah, people only see one side of me. They don't see, and I think that's for everybody. They only see what they have to see, and then after that, they don't see the other side of the person. But I'm very more low key when I need to be, or when I can be. But that's just a little something about me. I just want to say mahalo to Aloha Hula Supply for inviting us here to share our hula and to be able to share to the world what hula is all about. And hopefully that you'll come and join us at the Aloha Hula Supply Premium Workshop. So please come and join us, and I hope you enjoy it. Aloha.